Donuts! I love this thing. What is going on, my disciples? Warfare Messiah here. I know I've been gone a while. I haven't made a video in quite a while. This is because of a few reasons. One, I've just started an aircraft engineering course, degree course, and well, I haven't had much time out of it. So I've been trying to throw myself straight into that. And the other reason is I didn't really have any ideas. But what I have got in store for you today is something that has never been done on the channel before, and if you enjoy it, it will be making a return to the channel. I have bought what is called a Thrustmaster joystick for the PlayStation 4, which means I can finally fly in War Thunder on Sim, which I couldn't do on my controller. But now I can fly in Sim, which I'm very happy at. So I haven't been playing Sim games today, nor is the footage you're seeing now in Sim. I have had a go in Sim, and I do really enjoy it, but I do need to get quite a bit better. So this is realistic, but it isn't mouse aim, so I'm controlling the ailerons, elevators, rudder completely independently of each other using the Thrustmaster, which is a joystick and throttle, and I've got two buttons on the back of the throttle which I use to control the rudder. So I'm going to show you some gameplay of me actually going into realistic battles using the Thrustmaster, and I'm going to point out some pretty blatant differences. In all honesty, I totally suck. But in all, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. The main problem is I'm quite jerky. I struggle to gently use the Thrustmaster, so I'm jerking it about a bit. So anyway, without further ado, let's jump into some gameplay. Alright, okay, so this is the first game that I had actually not using the mouse aim. As you can see, there isn't a mouse cursor, there's only a gun cursor. So this is my first game using the Thrustmaster. As you can see, a bit of a rusty takeoff, but you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm in the air, and I'm getting into the battle. So I decided to go a lower level because I knew that I was going to suck. I didn't fancy having to pay 20,000 silver lions to replace my aircraft because I'm crap. I'd much rather just play 2,000 and make it back in one game of Tank Arcade. And that's exactly what I've done. So this is the Spitfire Mark 1A. A very trusty aircraft that I normally do extremely well in, normally get loads of kills in. But it doesn't go like that today, so let's skip forward a bit to the battle. Alright, okay, so this is the point where I've spotted a Junkers 87 diving on my, well no, I'm diving on his tail. And that is one of only 2 hits I get in the entire game. I genuinely suck that much. So I really struggle to aim with using the Thrustmaster as opposed to the mouse aim. But one thing that is easier to do is it is actually easier to dodge. So I'll just skip forward a bit again, so to demonstrate me getting shot in the ass. Alright, okay, so I get my sights on another target. Open fire. There we go. That's my second hit of the game. And someone kills him right after, and I get an assist. So you know, I was happy with that. At least I got some points in this game. And that is when an enemy aircraft starts shooting at me. And there we go, there was the hit. And I'm able to pull some pretty tight barrel rolls and pretty tight manoeuvres using the Thrustmaster that I wouldn't be able to do with mouse aim, and it actually makes it easier to avoid getting hit. So that's exactly what I do. And I managed to escape my enemy this way. I don't actually die this game, but equally I didn't do very well. I mean, I only got 2 hits and an assist, so not spectacular. So we'll move on to the next battle. Okay, this is another one of my trusty aircraft that I always do well in. I can always rely on to get some money back or whatever I need. Lots of kills. Not the case this time. So this is the Hurricane Mark II, for those that haven't realised, and the Mark IIB. And I've just got myself into a dogfight, which is good for a Hurricane. You want a dogfight. And I've pulled tight of someone, got some pretty nasty hits there, knocked up his engine, so those are probably some of the best hits I had so far using the Thrustmaster. And there you can just see him below me struggling, so I turn after him. I'm going to stay on his tail. I don't want him getting away from me despite all the enemy aircraft that are surrounding me. So I pull. I just keep the control gentle, because I've had a few games and realised that it's tugging on the joystick doesn't help. And that's exactly what I do here. I get sight of him, see that I might get a kill, and I pull back too far on the joystick. And this happens. And it didn't end too well. And embarrassingly, I was shot down by a CR-42 who saw his chance and swooped in for the kill. Now the only question is, will I fare any better with bombers? Well, attackers with the A20G Havoc. And while I get hits, but I don't get many hits, it is hard to aim, even at stationary ground targets. Don't ask me. I am not good at this. It's going to take some practice to really get better at this. But at least in this game I do get some damage by attacking the enemy base with my rocket tubes, of which I have 12 rockets, for the more observant of thee. So I'm approaching now. And I drop my nose. So flying's actually pretty easy with this, with the Thrustmaster. It's just aiming that's hard. And it's just combat in general that's hard. Actually flying, it's easy. So there we go. Get my base damage. Nice, but now I'm under fire. And unfortunately, I try to turn away. Not a good move. Expose my side. Elevator comes off. Rudder comes off. Wing comes off and then spin. And at that moment, I think my most spectacular Thrustmaster moment, as my aircraft spins out of control, the tail hits the offending 109 that shot me down. Calm as a bitch. All right, okay. So now that I've now that I'm a bit less frustrated, made some money back, let's jump back into a game with the Thrustmaster and the Hawker Hurricane Mark IIB again, of course. So let's line up for this ground unit. Not a good lineup, but I'll just do an amazing adjustment with the rudder, and that must be the first kill I've got with the Thrustmaster. Oh, I genuinely suck that badly. But now an opponent has just flown right past me. I'm going to try and get on his tail, and someone starts shooting at me, and I get a bit excited, try to evade a bit erratically, and that happens. And sensing a free kill, I'm shot at, and they get a free kill. A C200. Stop this. I quit. Back to the test range. Right, so as you can see, the Thrustmaster joystick for the PS4, brilliant. Really good, but very hard to use. So I'm going to have to get used to it. I'm going to keep playing it, keep trying to get better. I might fly against a few of my friends who are a bit crap, so that should be easier. And please leave comments on whether you want me to do this kind of stuff again, because, well, I have a Thrustmaster and I'm going to use it, but I might as well share some of it with you guys as well. So this is Warfare Messiah. I'll see you in the next video, but before that, check out this amazing simulator landing.